Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, now how would I even start this one? You know what I'm saying? Y'all read it. BTBG. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's just a few things going on, and I've tried to not hit on any of them right now because it's a little bit, you know, things are a little bit sensitive, but it's just too much going on right now, and I'm gonna have to break it down to what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, sometime I tell you that boxing is BTBG. Y'all know what that means. I break down the Negro leagues, right? I've asked the questions several times over the years. Do you not like Deontay Wilder or Terrence Crawford, Andre Ward, and Floyd Mayweather? If you don't like them all, there's probably some other issues you have because they don't have too much in common, those four. So things like that. Now, where am I going with all this? We have, when I would say the Mexican leagues, right? Or whatever. Let's just go back to Richardson Hitchens, right? Wonderful performance. Jabbed and controlled distance and controlled the fight against Cambosis, right? Fox News of Boxing, Boxing News 24, we talked about it, saying that wasn't exciting. It was a great performance from Richardson Hitchens. Now, and I was saying then, well, he's going to join the role of people who, no one non-black is going to call him out. And, I wait around and it's just not happening, right? Someone that has a great performance like that, there should be boxers running after him. And they're not. Brian Norman had a ridiculous, spectacular fight, right, against the Japanese guy. I forget his name right now. But he knocked him out cold, and the guy's going through some issues, so we'll leave it at that because he knocked him out cold. And this is some of the bad sides of boxing when you get knocked out. That's why people who make sure that their defense is tight are trying don't want that to happen to them, right? So and that's been like 2 days ago. Anybody non-black calling Brian Norman out? Why? What's going on? You saw Teofimo Lopez just avoid Devin Haney, just in broad daylight. You got Virgil Ortiz just avoiding Jerron Boots Ennis. And I know people are trying to, because people want to give you half the information. Well, Boots Ennis, he just avoided him right around in February when he was at 147, and Virgil Ortiz wanted him to come to 154 and fight. And I was telling you then, no, they said that after Boots said that he wants to stay at 147 to become undisputed. Then they start doing that. It's like a viral video of two dogs that's behind a gate, and then the gate, they bark and bark and bark, but when the gate opens up, then they stop barking, you close it again, and they start barking, 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 look like they're going to kill each other. As soon as you open the gate, they don't want to do nothing. That's what's going on with Virgil Ortiz. Because when he said that Boots Ennis said he was going to stay at 147, then he said, well, you can come fight me at 154. And people would say, well, okay, Boots, that we went crazy about him not fighting Virgil Ortiz. Well, go up, man. Ain't nothing else happened. Brian Norman seems to be wanting to have another fight. Barrios ain't going to never fight you. He's going to fight Manny Pacquiao, so you probably ain't going to be able to, unify anyway. So go on up and fight Ortiz. That's what everybody was saying. He's ducking Ortiz, right? No one was saying that about Ortiz. They were both at 147 for a few years, and Ortiz never wanted to fight Boots. Now Boots is like, well, I can't make the weight. Forget it then. I ain't waiting on these dudes. Forget it. I'm going up to 154. What's up? We can, talk, asking him in June, can he fight in September and August? No. Then we'll wait to September. Now the newest news is, hey, you should get in line with the other ones. I mean, broad daylight. So there's no one gravitating, that's non-black trying to fight any hard fights. Now, y'all know what I always put this on blast. And I ask this question so you guys can stop, just make sure you understand why I think this way. Name me a black mandatory challenger who refuses to fight the champion. Because I don't know one, right? I don't know one. And that's why I'm just so I can shut up, because I can name the Mexicans that do that. Ryan Garcia was Devin Haney's mandatory. Never wanted to fight him, right? Canelo Alvarez was Demetrius Andrade mandatory at 154. Never want to fight him. Jaime Munguia was Jamar Charlo's and Demetrius Andrade's mandatory. Never wanted to fight him. Virgil Ortiz, who we were just talking about, was Terrence Crawford's mandatory. I ain't gonna fight him. Now, we talk about other fights, the eliminator fights, like Isaac Cruz was supposed to have an eliminator against Shakur Stevens. I ain't gonna do that. Just ain't. Right? Stuff like that. You know, you got undisputed fights for a whole lot of money. Canelo I ain't fighting no damn Demetrius Andrade for undisputed. I don't care. Right? I don't give a damn. He's a horrible fighter. I ain't doing that. Other people, Teofimo Lopez right now, he didn't want to fight Devin Haney for undisputed back in the day. Would rather run with a duck on his head, run around. It's just, listen, guys. When somebody is in or around your division, and this is what Roy Jones was saying about this is why he likes Terrence Crawford, because it's not just even in your division. For Roy Jones and Terrence Crawford, it's in or around your division. Where anybody is supposed to be awesome, then you gravitate to them. And these fighters are just not. Right now, Brian Norman is hot. He just knocked somebody the hell out, cold, who was supposed to be pretty good. Where are the people asking to fight him? Right? Demetrius Andrade, you hear that people were saying how good he was. The boxers, the people in the boxing, the coaches and the fellow fighters and stuff. Man, this guy's bad, man. He's the most avoided in there. And then you get the opportunity to fight him, only him, for undisputed and $40 million, and to be undisputed in middleweight division, and then you just call him a horrible fighter in daylight, and everybody's okay with that, right? It's just, what's going on? This is the Mexican leagues, and then they got the nerve to have the reputation of Mexican fighting stuff. Here's another thing. Terrence Crawford about to go up to fight Canelo Alvarez. 3 weight divisions. Y'all can say 2. I ain't even going there. 147. He went 154, 160, 168. Going up to fight Canelo Alvarez. Correct? Right? So, not only is he not trying to get a rehydration clause. Imagine that. I'm not going to let Canelo rehydrate to wherever the hell he wants to rehydrate to. Right? Now the ring is supposed to be smaller, so we can do some more stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, William Zepeda never wanted to fight Shakur Stevenson, right? Either, by the way. That's just another one, And so when you got all these fighters, even Keyshawn Davis, who acted a damn fool the other day, but Keyshawn Davis, Tio don't want to mess with him. Tio was just like, please don't call me out. So my point is, listen, if there's going to be some fighting, let's stop with the crap. There ain't no such thing as a Mexican style. Because what it is right now is we ain't fighting nobody hard. We're not calling anybody out. Anybody. These fighters should be called out. A Shakur Stevenson, where people are saying this is the best fighter I've ever seen or something. Then there should be a line in front of his house. Well, you ain't going to be the best somebody ever seen running around here. Devin Haney is feather-fisted, undisputed, trying to fight all these hard fighters, and ain't nobody trying to fight him. Teofimo just turned it down. All the biggest money he was supposed to get. Right? Devin Haney, Hitchens, nobody's trying to fight him. Brian Norman, nobody's trying to fight him. Terrence Crawford had to run around trying to fight people. People complaining about him fighting once a year at this age. Why? Why? You know what? People want Terrence Crawford to fight before the Canelo fight. It's so he can get head-butted. Somebody going to put somebody in there to headbutt him so he can get hurt before trying to prove something. Because the problem with the Terrence Crawford-Canelo fight is the same as what it would have been with Demetrius Andrade and Canelo. What happens if the brother win? If Demetrius Andrade would have beat him, then Demetrius Andrade undisputed. And then all of his people got to go through him. We can't have that. But shoot, Terrence Crawford beat Canelo? Oh my goodness. What we got to call him things that we don't want to call him. Like GOAT. In the GOAT conversation. The baddest one right now. And when it comes to Terrence Crawford, America seems to like Eastern European fighters. All of the Eastern Europeans say he's the best. The very best. Bivol says if we were learning boxing, his picture has to be in there to show people how to teach boxing. He's ridiculously awesome. That's what Bivol says. Usyk says he's the best one out there. He's number one pound for pound, even better than me. This is what Usyk is saying. These are two of the best top five for me. Bivol and Usyk are top five pound for pound. Even Derevyanchenko, Sergey Derevyanchenko, man, he got Terrence Crawford beating Canelo. Ain't nobody supposed to be having Terrence Crawford beating Canelo anyway, by the way, but a lot of people do. So listen, people that are not of color, in boxing. I know you're safe in New Russia and no one's calling you out on it, but it's starting to be blatantly obvious. Somebody call these dudes out and go fight these dudes, man. It's too many of them. You're about to get the market cornered. If you don't fight, you got to go in there at least fight. And another thing, if you lose and you're not doped, everything is still okay. Don't try to go in there doped either. It's ridiculous what's going on right now. And those are just some of the things that I'm talking about. It's absolutely ridiculous. Just because somebody, you got the comfort of being at top rank where they were saying no black fighters. Coming from Eddie Reynoso's gym and you could be dope, but you done got 6 years, you done got caught, right? Canelo, Golden Boy Promotions know damn well that they make sure that people don't fight people. It's starting to get obvious to where even the casual fan, right? Even the casual fan is starting to see these things, right? Now, it's only going to be so long you can hide behind the racism of the U.S. of A., right? It's still boxing. And, people need opponents. So go out here and go fight these dudes. I can give you a list of dudes that ain't getting called out. I just did a little bit, but it's more of them. Call these guys out, okay? Step to the table. Doesn't matter, all right? Gracias. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.